Welcome to a Waterfall Folio tutorial. I'm Charee Filimoehala here at the G45 headquarters, and in this video tutorial I'm excited to show you how to take our Trifold Folio Album and turn it into this stunning dimensional piece. This is a part of our Club G45. This is our volume 2 for 2021, and this month our projects have been created for us by Maria Cole. And Maria has really done a fabulous job with this folio, as well as showing you how you can take your leftovers and turn it into this beautiful 12 by 12 layout. So for the club kit, if you're a subscriber, what you're going to be getting in the mail, or what you can go over to our website or your local G45 retailer to pick up, is this kit, which is going to include our Blossom 12 by 12 collection pack. You get 2 of each 8 double-sided 12 by 12 papers for a total of 16 papers. You're also going to be getting our Blossom cardstock stickers in that collection pack, so you get 2 sheets of those that are nice heavy weight. You're going to be getting our Blossom ephemera and journaling cards. You get 32 double-sided pieces in there. You'll be getting the antique metal door pulls, as well as a color project sheet. And then of course, our brand new Trifold Waterfall Folio Album. If you want to work with these, this is a great opportunity to do that. So you're going to want to pick up the kit or become a subscriber to do that. I know these will be selling, these kits will be selling out quickly, so you'll want to hop over there quickly, because we have put up our folios on our website for our G45 retailers, and they have already sold out our first batch of those. So we've got a huge response for these, which we're thrilled about, and have a second order rushing to come to you as well. And those will be available in May 2021. So be sure to pick up this kit if you want to try out these folios. So to show you just what we'll be creating, we are going to be creating this fun dimensional cover that's got some gorgeous fussy cuts, as well as some ephemera cards and stickers on there. And then when you first open this up, we've got this great big focal point here. It's going to be a great spot to add a photo or some sentiments. And then we've got our pocket over here, ready to be stuffed full of mementos and keepsakes. And then once I open this up, you can see we've got a nice big large pocket page here that's helping to divide our 2 waterfall features. But we'll create a little pull-out that goes in there. It's going to be great for adding some larger photos. You could also, of course, stick more things in this big pocket as well. And you can see we're going to have some gorgeous borders featured here, more space for photos. And then for our first waterfall feature, we've got our landscape waterfalls, and these are perfect for your 6x4 photos. And you can add your sentiments on the back here. We've got a few just easy embellishments with some stickers, some gorgeous blossom papers on one side and ephemeras on the other. But you can see this is going to be a breeze to create, since these ephemera are already ready to go and get glued on, and then we'll just be cutting some simple rectangles and rounding those corners. And then for our portrait 4x6s, you can see we'll be featuring some of the other gorgeous papers from this collection. You've got to love these sentiments as well. Be calm and carry on. Blossom, thinking of you. So there's a lot of fun stuff going on in this folio. So we encourage you to grab your supplies and follow along with this tutorial. Step 1, we are going to be taking this Inspire paper, and we're going to show you how to take a busy paper like this and turn it into lots of fun embellishments. So I've trimmed out 2 vertical tags, a horizontal tag that says "Be at Peace," 4 stamps, and 2 borders, a purple one and a blue one. These borders are 7 1/8 inch long. And then with the stamps, I've cut out 4 of those. And then once you've cut them out, if you just want to take your fine tip scissors, or you could even take like pinking shears or scallop scissors and just trim off any of that green to really show off the stamp edge. And then with these tags, you can see I've already cut out 2 of them, but I will show you this one. We are just going to cut on the inside border. So I'm going to be cutting off any of that maroon lining going around there. And then you'll do the same with the other 2 tags as well. Step 2, from that same Inspire paper, we've cut out 2 7-inch strips. One that says "Blossom Where You Grow" with that purple little diamond pattern underneath, and one with these beautiful white flowers with the blue diamond pattern underneath. Step 3, we've cut Uplift into 4 different pieces. One of them is 7 by 7 inches. This one is 5 by 6.5. And then we've got 2 pieces that are going to be 6 by 4. And these 2 6 by 4s, we are going to round all 4 of those corners. So if you want to just take your corner rounder and let's chomp off all those corners. I'm using the 1/2 inch side on our Wee Memory Keepers corner chomper, but of course you could use any rounder, or you can even keep the step out. Step 4, we're taking our Flourish paper. We're going to be using the B side, and we're going to use both sheets in your pack, and we're cutting out 2 pieces that are going to be 7 1/8 by 7 1/4. And then with the leftovers, we are going to cut out 2 pieces that are going to be 1 inch by 7 1/4. And then we'll have one that is 7/8 by 7 1/4. And then we'll have one that's 1/2 inch by 7 1/4. And our last one will be 3/8 inch by 7 1/4. I love my Fiskars rotary trimmer. It's so great for chipboard and not having to replace this blade and being able to cut, you know, thousands of papers when we're kitting for hundreds of kits and things like that. It's really just an amazing trimmer. However, if you ever need to do smaller cuts like we need to do here, it's just the absolute worst. So I have moved over to my little portable paper trimmer to do my smaller cuts. Step 5, we are going to take our folio album and slide off our belly band. And then we're going to start working on the inside on our left-hand pocket page. And then taking our Uplift paper that we cut to be 7 inches by 7 inches. We're going to take some wet adhesive. It's key that you're using a wet adhesive for this step because we're going to be doing some sliding underneath our pocket. So add wet adhesive to the back side of our Uplift so our green is showing. And now we're just going to slide this into place. But note, see, I started adhering mine down and then I saw that I was going over my spine, and then I looked inside my pocket and now I see that I didn't go all the way in. So here we go. Let's try that again. So make sure that when you're adhering this, you're looking inside your pocket and you are going all the way as far as you can inside that pocket. Then once you find that placement you like, adhere this beautiful paper down. I'm just adding a bit more adhesive since I had that little flub, little mistake, but you know, starting off strong. And then I always like to have a damp rag or paper towel next to me when crafting so I can easily clean up any spills or mishaps. And then we're going to grab the Thinking of You ephemera card that's 4 by 6 and stuff it in our pocket, along with our 2 vertical tags we cut out earlier. Stuff those in there, and then take the blossom sticker from your sticker sheet and stick it on the bottom
left-hand corner of the pocket and the 2 maroon corners.
And then the last thing we're going to do is take that 3x8 flourish strip we cut, and that's going to adhere right here on our spine. Step 6, we are taking our enchant paper that's been cut to 7 1/8 by 6 5/8, and I've added adhesive onto the back, and now this is just going to go on our big flat open panel. So this is the first thing you see when you open up your album. This is not the front or back cover. And I have adhered it where I've weighted it to the top, so my top edge and my 2 side edges are equal with how much craft they're showing. Then take that purple border we cut out earlier and adhere it flush with the bottom of the blue floral. Next, we're going to do some embellishing. So taking this cute 3x4 ephemera, I've added adhesive just in an L shape. That way I'm keeping my options open if I want to use that to tuck something in there, or if maybe I want to layer a photo underneath it, then I can adhere the rest on later. Just leaving it open. And then taking this Be at Peace tag, I'm just going to adhere this in a U shape. And it's going to go in my bottom right corner, leaving about 1/4 of an inch of that blue showing on the right and bottom side. And then taking 2 of those Fussy Cut stamps, we'll adhere those down. Now that we're all adhered down, just to show, I can tuck in my tag here, which would be fun. You could always tuck something in over here. Just leaving those options open is always, I believe, in our best interest as crafters. Step 8, we're going to be creating our little photo mat that goes in here. So I've cut my Thrive paper to be 6 inches by 6 inches, and then taking these 2 stickers that have the matching shape. This is what I'm going to use to create my little pole. So I'll adhere one halfway on the center top here, and then flip it over, and then just match that exposed sticker area with your second one. And look how perfectly these go together. And then that just slides right into our little pocket page. Voila. Step 9, we're taking our blossom paper and we're cutting out 2 pieces that are 7 inches by 5 5/8. And then we're going to adhere this onto our pocket page, just one of those gorgeous florals. It's going to be about 1/8 of an inch from the bottom and both sides. And then taking our blossom where you grow border we already cut out, that will just adhere right on top of there. We do want to make sure that we're not going over our little notch that we've created here, so just making sure it doesn't. Once you find that perfect placement, you can go ahead and adhere that strip down. And then we'll do the same on the reverse side, adding our blue floral and our green and blue border. Step 11, we're going to locate that second sheet of Thrive, and we're going to cut out 3 6x4s and round all 4 of those corners. And then we're going to take some stickers and just do a little bit of embellishing. So I'm just taking these long little label stickers. I'm going to put my first one here about 1/4 of an inch from the right hand side and equal from the top and bottom. I'll do the same but on the opposite side with this blue label sticker. And of course, if you want to embellish later, by all means, you can embellish when you're putting in your photos and leave this sticker part for later. And then this last one, I'm just going to put down in this bottom right hand corner. So cute how much those stickers add just that easily. Also a fun tip, if you want to use the stickers but you don't want them to be all the way stuck down, you want to use it more as an embellishment, you can always add some like baby powder on the back of these, and then it just adhere down, you know, just maybe in an L shape or something, creating a tuck spot. So you could slide something in underneath it and kind of use it that way. It's always a fun way to use stickers that way as well. Step 12, we're going to find these 3 6x4 ephemera cards and then add adhesive, and then we'll begin to adhere these onto our waterfall, our 6x4 element. And then we'll alternate adhering our pink every other one. So this is our waterfall page number 2. And then I'll go back to the ephemera. So then we just adhered those every other one. Pink, ephemera, pink, ephemera, pink. And if you see, if you weight it a little more on the bottom than the top, it does show a little bit more on our little waterfall feature when it's closed. Then we're going to take 2 of those Fussy Cut stamps we already cut out and adhere those on the front of our waterfall. And then we're going to take that 1/2 inch flourish piece we cut earlier, and this is just going to go left of our waterfall feature. And last but not least, we're going to take this cute little sticker and add it as an embellishment onto our little magnetic closure. Then taking one of our 6x4 uplift rounded corner pieces, we're going to adhere this right down at the bottom of our page. So just center that between your waterfall and make sure you're covering over your little magnetic strip, just giving it that extra strength. Now you can see on ours, we're leaving the backs blank. So of course there are extra papers and ephemera cards. You can adhere those under there, but it's also a great place to add a photo, just to leave it nice for a photo, and then adding sentiments here, or not weighing it down too much. So just so you know. Oh, and then we're going to take another one of these little label stickers and decorate the left-hand side. Step 15, we're going to be decorating our 4x6 waterfalls. So we've cut out our Delight paper. We have 3 of them, and they are 4x6 with their corners rounded. And then we're going to just do some simple decorating with these fun stickers. So I've got my Be Calm and Carry On. I'm just going to put that in the center top of this one. And then I've got these 2 blue florals. So square stickers that can just go down in the center bottom on that one, and then top center with this little guy. Maybe if I found the center, that would be ideal. Step 16, if I find these 3 4x6 ephemeras and then adhere these on, repeating that same step we did with our horizontal flap. So I've got an ephemera and then a pattern. So then it'll look like this. And then add our last green 6x4. And then taking some stickers, we're going to use this little square flourished floral to decorate our little magnetic strip. And then the blossom where you grow sticker is going to go in our bottom right hand corner. And then we're going to take that flourish strip that we have, that's 7 7/8 by 7 1/4, and this will adhere on our spine piece in between our two waterfall elements. Now we're going to work on our covers, so to close it up, I'm going to put my pocket page to divide my two waterfalls, and then just kind of guiding this page down so my waterfall elements don't all fly forward. Fold that down and put that together. Now we are going to adhere our flourish papers onto the front and back covers. These are 7 1/8 by 7 1/4. So these albums aren't perfectly square, which is always good to note that you do want to make sure you're adhering your paper down correctly. And with covers of albums, I always like to go a little overboard with that liquid adhesive, making sure that all of my edges are going to be nice and sealed. Since people will be looking at these over and over again and a lot of hands will be fumbling those pages, I like to make sure they're nice and secure down. And then do the same with the back. And then add adhesive to your 1-inch pieces. You have 2 of those left, and these are going to go on your spines on the outer side. So once you find that sweet spot, you can go ahead and burnish that down. And do the same on the other spine. Step 19 from our Brighten paper, we're going to trim off 2 strips that are 12 inches by 1 inch. These we're going to save for our layout that we'll be doing in a separate video tutorial. And then from here, we'll be fussy cutting a bit. We're going to fussy cut out one of these beautiful pink flowers, and then we'll also fussy cut out one of these green leaves. So if you're new to graphic 45 or fussy cutting, what we like to do is loosely cut around what we want. So I'm going to be cutting this leaf to show you. Once we've cut that out, then you can go in, once you've got that more manageable piece of paper that you're working with your fine tip scissors, and just drive that paper through that nice sharp blade. So you do want to use your sharpest fine tip scissors that you've got in your stash. And it's always great with graphic 45 papers to use up your scraps by doing some fussy cutting to add embellishments and layers and dimension. But you don't have to get too detailed or too fussy. You can see I've got some pink hanging out on my leaf, but once I adhere this down to the page, it's still going to look super cute and add that nice depth. Step 20 from the Blossom collection pack. We are going to be using this as well, and we're going to fussy cut out this beautiful pink blossom as well as these blue hydrangeas. I think that that's what those are called, but I could be wrong. I often am whenever I try to name a flower, so bear with me if I am wrong. You can always let me know in the comments below. And so now we've got some nice fussy cut pieces. It's really fun to use those collection pack covers because it does add a little bit of a sheen, which I really like having the 2 different textures. It adds more interest in my opinion. Step 21, we are going to cut this sheet of Inspire, a second sheet, that's going to be 5.5 by 7. Sheet of Inspire, a second sheet, that's going to be 5.5 by 7. Step 22, we're going to be adding one of our antique metal door pulls onto our blue floral strip. That way we get to use 2 of these cute little brads and just make it a little more durable. All right. 2 brads and a door pull. Put the others to the side for our layout. And this is just going to go right here in the center. So once you like your placement, you can take a paper piercer like I have here, and pierce through, and then taking your brads, you can guide that through, and then you can separate those little brad arms like so, and then flatten this out and do the same with the other one. Just making sure that's nice and flat and where you want this to go. It is nice if you have some foam underneath this while you're doing it, or you can always so punch your second hole and take your other brad and pop that in. So now we've got our piece ready to be glued down. Add your adhesive onto your blue flap, and this is going to go about 1/4 of an inch from the right of the purple floral, and then even from top and bottom. So I forgot to mention that you should add some liquid adhesive underneath here as well, just to add some extra bond. So if you can still kind of pop it up a little bit, slide in your clear drying liquid adhesive, and you can do the same on the inside as well. May as well get that nice security. When people are tugging on that, it's not gonna rip away. Next, adhere your blue geometric paper next to your blue floral border. Next, adhere your green paper on top, just centering on your blue geometric paper. And I like to put my hand in between my cover and my insides, so when I'm burnishing it down, I'm getting an extra, I have control over how much pressure I'm putting. Add adhesive to the back of your pink flower fussy cut, and this is going to go in our top right hand corner. We don't want this to go off the page or overlapping over our metal pole. Then we're going to adhere this Blossom 4x6 ephemera card. Next, we are going to be layering on some Fussy Cuts. So I've added some foam adhesive to the back of my pink flower, but that's going to be popped up. So before I adhere it down, I'm just going to kind of play with the placement, and then take my leaf and my blue hydrangeas, right? And kind of play with the placement of where I like everything to go. And now, since I like my placement, I'm just going to kind of leave my popped up piece there and adhere down my other two pieces underneath, because these are going to be flat onto my cover, so they will adhere down first. And now I can take off the backing on my foam adhesive. And you can see I'm just using some negatives left over from some 3D foam circles. So, you know, we love using up all those bits and pieces and scraps here at Graphic 45. So maybe you do it too. If you have any tips, any scrap saving tips, or anything you want to share with us, we'd love to hear. But look at that gorgeous dimension, that nice extra little polish with the sheen. Loving what we've done so far with this. Now all we have left is a few embellishments. So we're going to take this Serenity sticker, I'm thinking this would be a really fun waterfall album to maybe if you had some goals for this year or you had a meditation journal, you could always really capture some photos of some of the things that you did this year to bring that to life. I think it would also be a brilliant Mother's Day project or a gift for really anyone. What a gorgeous and fun album. We hope that you've enjoyed creating this album along with us today. We would love to see what you've created. So if you want to share with us, go and hop on over to our Instagram and share your project using the Graphic45 hashtag, or join us on our Facebook Graphic45 official community page, where you can share your projects and tips and tricks over there as well. And then, of course, if you're looking for more fun tutorials like this one, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and then hit that notification bell so you know every time we upload a new tutorial like this one. And hop on over and follow along with us. So this tutorial is up next. It's a layout using the scraps left over from our album. So we're going to be creating this gorgeous dimensional 12 by 12 layout. So click the link in the description below for this one and we'll see you there. Happy paper crafting!